Good morning, everybody, on this Saturday of Labor Day weekend. Hope your day's off to a great start. You are looking live in Midtown Atlanta, where it has been such a beautiful start to this day. Really comfortable as you step out the door, so we hope your day's off to a great start. Thanks for checking in with us. I'm Megan Packer here with Atlanta News First, updating you on some of the day's top stories, and we will check our long holiday weekend forecast with First Alert Meteorologist Courteney Jacobazzi in just a moment. But do want to let you know we're on top of a few breaking stories. Very busy morning so far across Metro Atlanta. If you joined us earlier this morning for Atlanta News First at 6 and 9 and 10 a.m., you saw that we were on top of some pretty big stories, including right now there is a SWAT situation that is happening in Clayton County. This is related to an overnight shooting. Unfortunately, a police dog was shot and killed. A Clayton County police canine was shot and killed. And this is some video from our crew at the scene here in a Clayton County neighborhood. You can see it's an extremely active SWAT situation. And we are told that this is related to this initial incident that happened overnight. And what we know is that about 1:45 this morning, Clayton County police were called out to help Jonesboro police with an investigation. And they were looking for a suspect that they say ran away from a location, and Clayton County Police deployed one of their canines, and they say that sadly that canine was shot and killed when locating that suspect in the woods. And this is the suspect that they have been looking for hours now, 17 years old, Stephon Ford. So this is a teenager that they have been looking for since early this morning. Again, this is in Clayton County. The initial investigation was along Terra Boulevard, and the dog was shot after, again, finding the teen suspect in the woods. We're told the police dog was taken to the hospital and did not survive. The GBI has been called in to investigate this now, so a very active scene. We have a crew out there, but again, if you are familiar with this area of Clayton County, Terra Boulevard was where the initial investigation was. A lot of the attention has since moved to some side streets here. You can see a residential neighborhood. No doubt neighbors are certainly on alert as they see this out their window. We're taking a look at our AtlantaNewsFirst.com website right now, where we are keeping you updated with the latest pictures and video as it comes in. We will keep you updated throughout the day, but let's take another look at this teen suspect's picture. If you have any information about this investigation, of course, investigators would want to hear from you. There's another breaking story we're on top of this morning. This is in Atlanta, where a massive hole has opened up in a Publix parking deck. This is some witness video from someone who was there on the scene earlier this morning. This is on Hank Aaron Drive in Southeast Atlanta. If you're familiar with this Publix grocery store shopping center complex, we saw a huge hole from the parking deck had opened up to the floor below, concrete everywhere. And we did just a little while ago get a statement from the management group. This is the Summerhill Publix Management Group. Let's see, the Wilbur Group tells us we are aware of this situation. Let's play this video again. They tell us we are aware of this situation, and we are currently working with appropriate authorities as they investigate the incident. Authorities were immediately notified at the time of the incident. As of now, they say it appears that an unauthorized person, unaffiliated with ownership, drove a crane truck onto the upper level deck past the weight limit warning signs. The parking deck was constructed to the highest levels of safety, and repairs will begin soon so as to not disrupt shoppers further. So again, the headline here, a crane truck fell through this parking deck here. This is the Publix on Hank Aaron Drive in Atlanta. So you can see we've got a lot going on here. Those are just some of the top stories that we were tracking throughout the morning. So keep it right here on our streaming channels throughout the day, and our website, our social media channels. We'll let you know as we learn more. We also have to talk about the forecast because it is absolutely gorgeous. It's Labor Day weekend. We've got the Dragon Con parade underway, and people are heading out to the Lake. First Alert Meteorologist Courteney Jacobazzi is here to tell us all about it. And it's just so nice to not walk outside, Courtney, and walk into that wall of heat and humidity that we've been used to.
Oh my goodness, yes, such a pleasant change and right on time for a Labor Day weekend. So it's one thing to be excited about a 3-day weekend. It's another when the weather cooperates, right? Because we know here in the Southeast that's not always the case. Good morning, everyone. I am First Alert Meteorologist Courteney Jacobazzi. I hope that you are waking up feeling a little more refreshed, a little more relaxed, knowing you have that extra day ahead of you. And the weather has just been spectacular so far today. I really hope you can get out and enjoy it because not only today will it be nice, but the next several days. So you have plenty of time to get out and about. Let's take you out into downtown Atlanta, looking up in the sky. We have a few of those wispy cirrus clouds out there, a few altocumulus clouds around. It's just beautiful. Usually cirrus clouds indicate some sort of pattern change, and right now to our south we have a low that's kind of pulling in a lot of moisture, so that could be that change that those clouds are indicating. But overall, over the next few days, we'll have high pressure dominate, and that will give us really, really nice next few days. High pressure usually brings sinking air. Well, it always does. Underneath an area of high pressure, air sinks. That'll give us a drier pattern through Labor Day weekend. Lake Lanier, busy, lots of people out there, cloudy there as well. Again, it's all thanks to a low that's off the coast, kind of streamlining moisture into the air, really just building cloud cover. There's an area of high pressure to our north that's kind of pulling in drier air at the surface. So we have kind of a battle of two air masses, but overall it's a comfortable morning. The clouds are really the only indication of that moisture that's out there right now. Clouds will start to decrease through the afternoon. By 4 o'clock, we'll be in the mid 80s. Should probably mention lunchtime. If you have any lunch plans today, we'll be in the upper 70s. So the cloud cover will be our friend. It'll keep us a little cooler than average. Average this time of year around 87. By 8 o'clock, we'll be in the mid to upper 70s. Really nice night. Sunset, by the way, at 8:02, getting earlier and earlier as we head closer to that autumnal equinox on September 23rd. 81 for a high today in LJ, 80 for Blairsville. A lot of our suburbs in the low 80s, mid 80s for downtown Atlanta. And again, that humidity nice and low. If you had any plans to go to the coast, maybe you're waking up early, checking the weather before you go and hit the road to go to either the Atlantic side or the Gulf side. Here's your forecast for it. Beautiful along the coast, low to mid 80s, so a little on the cool side, especially in the mornings. If you're planning on heading to the beach in the morning hours the next couple of days, might be a little cool in the 60s, but by the afternoon it'll be spectacular in the low to mid 80s. Now, if you are headed to the Gulf Coast today, again, I mentioned that low that's along the coast. That low is going to bring rain today and tomorrow for places like Destin. If you are east of Destin, so Seaside, Panama City, St. George Island, you are fine on Sunday because that low is going to start to retreat westward. So all you need to know, Destin looks to be the wettest the next couple of days, but it's not a plan ruiner. A lot of the rain will be this morning, maybe this evening as well, but a lot of the majority of the day, the next couple of days will be dry with temperatures in the 80s. Also a little more on the cloudy side the next couple of days, but encouraging news looking all along the Gulf Coast for Labor Day on Monday. It looks like sunshine returns in full force and temperatures start to heat back up. But if you do have any plans, whether it's here at home or any of the beaches, whether it be Atlantic or Gulf, you could still definitely go along with that, but maybe want to pack a raincoat or something just in case if you have any evening plans over along the Gulf Coast the next couple of days. Your 3-day forecast for the long weekend, partly cloudy tomorrow, upper 80s, so a little warmer with more sunshine tomorrow. Low 90s Monday, staying dry. Fantastic for Labor Day weekend. Again, I encourage you to get out and enjoy it. Latest storm to form today, Tropical Storm Katia. It formed early this morning, has no impact on the United States. It's kind of just going to stay out in the ocean and mess with the fish a little bit. That's about it. Winds at 50 miles per hour, so starting to gain some strength. Still not near hurricane strength. As far as I'm concerned, I don't believe this is forecast to become a hurricane, but again, not going to impact us either way. I just wanted to kind of keep you updated on what's going on in the tropics. We have post-tropical storm Idalia. Of course, that is what brought all the mess to Florida and parts of Georgia, now out over the Atlantic, and not necessarily tropical in nature anymore. It's losing its structure, so that's why it's post-tropical. You have Tropical Storm Gert that has reformed. That's also going to kind of just fizzle out. You have Jose well to the north. I didn't want to zoom out too far. You wouldn't be able to keep track, but Jose is to the north. That kind of formed and went under the radar, but Jose is on the list. We can cross that one off. That's why, of course, we have Katia. So Tropical Storm Katia formed. And then the wave that's coming off the Atlantic or the African coast right now moving into the Atlantic, that one will bear watching in the next few weeks. That one could start to make it close to the Atlantic coastline. So places like the east coast of Florida, the Treasure Coast, up towards Jacksonville, maybe the Atlantic coastline of Savannah as well. So just something we're watching. It's way, way, way too far out to determine what's going to go on with that. But if anything is worth watching in the coming weeks in the tropics, it'll be that particular disturbance moving off the African coast right now. Here at home, it is going to be nothing short of stunning. The morning tomorrow, mid to upper 60s, super comfortable, upper 80s for the afternoon, partly cloudy skies, so a little more sunshine from start to finish tomorrow. Low 90s on Labor Day Monday with another comfortable morning, and then as we kick off next work week, at least we're heading back to a nice forecast. Low 90s Tuesday. We'll go back in the mid 90s by Wednesday. The humidity will start to go back up on Thursday, so all the way up until Wednesday, our humidity should stay fairly comfortable. And then Thursday, it starts to spike slightly. It's not going to go back into that tropical oppressive range, but it'll at least go up enough to be noticeable. And then Friday, we'll bring in a chance for storms, about a 30% coverage. It looks like right now that'd be an evening rain chance, but we'll still keep an eye on it as we make our way through the week. Enjoy this weekend. That's really the moral of the story. It's just going to be stunning. Hopefully you have some outdoor plans. If not, I suggest you make some. There are so many things going on in Atlanta between Marietta Art Festival. We have Dragon Con, of course, today. We have the Country Music Festival in Marietta. Lots going on over in Cobb County, but just lots to go explore and discover. Woodstock has some sort of scavenger hunt going on, so I encourage you to get out and about and enjoy the beautiful weather and just relax on your Labor Day weekend if that's what you so desire to do. All right, everyone, thanks so much for spending some time with us. We will catch you here next time and, of course, keep you updated on all those top stories. We have lots of breaking news across Metro Atlanta. We'll keep you updated here on Atlanta News First Plus and, of course, on AtlantaNewsFirst.com and on our app. Make it a great Saturday.